welcome back to Misfit Corner Scams. This is the Arch Nose Andrew speaking. It is Saturday night, and we are live streaming. Hope everybody out there is having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I hope it continues for everybody. Joining me once again, my good friend Roger, Mr. and Mrs. SWS are hanging in the house. How you doing?
Howdy. Wait a minute. There we go.
Hey, oh yeah. Oh. No, go back to your icon. Go back to your icon. That's a scary face.
Angie and what the hell was his name? Oh yeah, that's right. Telly. Uh-oh, what's this popped up? It's a live stream, Misfit Corner Scams. Go live and do some Q&A. Misfit Corner Scams is live. Don't forget to give it a like. Put your thumbs up and share.
That's right.
Wow.
You know, I don't think I've changed the title. I may add something, but I don't think I've changed. Let's go live and do Q&A. That's been there since the very first show.
So that's good. That's what you do.
And I don't know how many these are. How many there? I stopped keeping track. So, oh well. How are you doing this evening?
Fantastical.
Good. How about you, Mr. Glenn, the Screwing with Jamaicans? How are you?
Doing good. I forgot to change my clock that's in the living room. Changed everything else but that one. That's why I missed the live stream yesterday.
It's all right. It happens. My wife has a clock that sits right next to her in the living room near her chair, and I only just, like 15 minutes ago, changed it to the proper time. She's been going an hour behind since last week, so.
I lied. Last week I told you I left one clock. I found two other ones that I didn't change from the last time. I forgot. So they were perfect.
Well, I had a digital clock that sits above my computer, but the cats knocked it over, so I have no idea where it's at. Oh. That's the one that's like 4 minutes fast. So whenever and I don't know where, I got to go find it. They knocked it behind my desk, and it's hard to get back there. But
I got the analog clocks for those who can't read analog clocks everywhere.
Well, I used to have my job when I worked at home. There were reports and stuff that I had to do by a certain amount of time. So I had this big, bold clock right above my computer, so I always could see what time it was. It was always very important. And when I left that job, I literally took the clock and just dropped it in the trash as a symbolic gesture of, I'm never going to need this again. And then I went back to work again and needed to buy a new clock. It's so sad, but it's very important to have one of those things. So, but man, I'll tell you guys about my day in just a minute, but let's say hello to everybody who's here. B. Bernie B is the first in the house. It'd be $10 for comics. Woohoo! Wonderful. That's great. I appreciate that greatly. Mr. Andrews in the house says hello, everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You got it. Very good. Darlene's in the house. Says hi to B. Bernie B. JJ's here. Says, hey, Drew, Mr. and Mrs. SWS, Glest, and Avery. I did send Avery an invite, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to. I keep threatening to do a peep show on the live stream, and he absolutely hates those. It's where I taste test new flavors of peeps, and I've literally got 3 new flavors sitting over here on the count, and I keep threatening to do it, and he hates it. He absolutely hates those.
You said you had that one I sent you, didn't you?
Yeah, the one, the Rice Krispie one. Oh yeah, I've had that before. That was a good one.
Did you get the one I sent of the?
I did see that one. It's rather gross. B. Bernie B says, hi all, much cooler in Long Beach, California today. Currently 71. Very nice.
It's 88 here.
Jim says, evening folks from New Jersey. Yeah, I saw those. What is, wait, is that a different one? What's the flavor?
Creole seasoning.
Yuck.
No.
Linda's in the house. Linda says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Chuck Wagon. Oh, that's yes, I know. Very good.
Chuck and Patty Wagon.
Patty Wagon. Very good. Jim says, hey to Darlene. Jonathan. Hey, Jonathan, our California brethren says, cat treats. Thank you, sir. I appreciate
Jonathan,
it greatly.
I thank you so much sending me the coffee. Wonderful. I appreciate it.
Very good. Tarkorf's in the house says hello to everybody. Jonathan says, hi. Thank you, sir. Jim says, hey to Jonathan. Darlene says, hey to Jim. I'm going to do some jumping around here, see if we can find out. The Lady P is in the house, says hello to everyone.
They like that.
Jane is in the house, says hi.
You want this one?
Dave's here. It says hello. What's that?
She didn't like the avatar up. She wanted to be able to see herself.
Oh, good.
Well, here, I'll just, there you go. That's better.
Good evening. Hello. Dave's here. He says hello, Drew, and all. Hello, Yuri.
Hey, very good. Thank you.
Jim's here. Says hey. Oh, I already did Jim.
That's Jim J.
Sarah's in the house. Hey, Sarah. Says hello
Sarah.
from Connecticut. Welcome,
Been a
Sarah.
minute.
It's been a while. Hello.
Yeah,
hello.
been a minute.
Darlene says back to winter. A little more snow today. Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
That
I heard
groundhog
there
did
was
that.
another storm or two.
Yeah, y'all can
Coming
keep that
in.
stuff. You can keep that
The
stuff.
groundhog did that.
Jonathan sent me a super
Oh.
sticker. Thank you, Jonathan. Cindy's here. Cindy says hello, all. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome to the
Hey,
show.
Cindy.
Let's see. Sarah says great calls this week. Well, thank you. Some of the scammers have been stepping up and actually performing better. You know, I give them a 7 out of 10 for effort.
That's only because they lost a couple of brain cells.
That's true too. I literally I think it was yesterday. I got so many funeral expense scammers, and I just started going off on them because they were just there were so many of them. They were just, and it's not like they're gonna stop calling. It's not like they're gonna give up.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what you say to them. You know they're gonna keep
Nope.
calling. They're horrible. They're horrible. Jim says hey to Sarah and Cindy. The Lady P says hey to Jim. It was really windy in Chicago yesterday, and today it snowed. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that. Let's see who else is here. Skip. Maria's here. She sent some hearts.
Hey.
Well, thank you, Maria. Thank you. Let's see who else is here. This is Patricia. Says hello, Drew and Glenn and Mr. SWS and everyone
Hi,
in the chat.
Patricia.
Welcome. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, Roger's in the house. Roger says, good evening, all, and thank you, Mr. SWS, for including the number in your calls to the Jamaican scammers. I called 3 of them the last couple of days. Well, very good.
They have no idea what they're in for.
Tattle's in the house. Tattle says, medical alert scammer gave me a real website claiming a $45 monthly fee. The website she gave me listed $18.95. When I questioned the discrepancy, she hung up without comment. The scam is to overcharge. Absolutely.
Yep.
I keep accusing the funeral expense scammers of targeting those on low income Medicare and Medicaid, because that's exactly what they say.
Yep.
We're trying to help out low income, and they literally want to take as much of your money as possible before you die.
Are you on Social Security or disability Social Security? That's what they want to know.
Yep, they want to know. They want to know if you've got a monthly income that they can siphon off of.
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm starting to ask them, can I sign up after I'm dead?
I still want one of them to guarantee I'm going to get into heaven. Even if you're going to lie to me, tell me, yes, this guarantees you're going to get into heaven. They refuse to confirm that. I'm like, hey, I don't care what happens to me after I'm dead. The only thing I care about is going to heaven. Anyway, Sarah, thank you very much. I appreciate the contribution. She didn't say what it goes. She didn't say what it goes for, so it obviously goes towards comics.
She's got a wrench on her name.
Yes, she does. Hot Dogs here says hello from Hot Dog 324. Welcome.
Come down to the Quickie Mart. Give you a hot dog.
Christy says hello to all. Tim's in the house. Hey, Tim, we haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Says good evening. Good afternoon.
last night.
We did?
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him here.
Kentucky. Yeah, he was here last week with you on Kentucky.
Okay, well, then I'm just very happy to see him. That's all.
Exactly.
We can leave it at that. Dan's in the house. Says, sorry I'm late. I got my coffee. Well, very good. Very good.
5:06. He was only 6 minutes. That's not late.
Roger says, unfortunately, I don't have the patience of Job or Glenn, and I'm lucky if I can keep a conversation going for 10 minutes without resolving to name calling. Their stupidity is off the charts.
Yes.
Yep.
Indeed.
I had that one recently who said, I was asking if he had my address in order to send the money or to deliver my PCH money. And he says, yes, I have it written down on a piece of paper. I said, well, I'd like to confirm it. He goes, hold on a second. Let me get out my computer. And I'm like, before you said it was a piece of paper. Now it's on your computer. I can easily see how you can get those two things mixed up. I get them mixed up all the time. They're just so dumb.
I took this out and I tried to send an email from here, but I got confused.
Somebody keeps calling me trying to do video chats with me. I'm almost guaranteeing you it's a PCH scammer.
Oh,
But
it
they
is.
keep trying over and over again. And the picture that comes up is some business-looking white guy, and the name is very American. It's like, that's not who this is, Anyway, Olive Boyle, or is that Boyle or Bowl? Olive
Boii.
B-O Olive. Okay, says hello. Well, welcome.
Boy.
Says hello from Canada. Well, thank you so much for joining. We do allow the Canadians in. Yes, absolutely. A. That's right. Let's see. Charles is in the house. He says hello to all my friends. Welcome. Fred's here. Fred says hello, everyone. Welcome, Fred.
Hi, Fred.
Olive says love your videos. Well, thank you so much. Ding Dong Bells is here. Says just turned midnight here. Good morning to everyone. Well, thank you. Actually, wait, if it's midnight where you're at, that would put you you're over the pond, of course. Cross the pond. Over the pond. That's not an expression. Cross the pond is what they say. Thank you for joining. We appreciate it. Christina says, got a call from a Reader's Digest scammer. Oh, we love those. I could hear roosters, and he got mad and hung up when I asked him if he was taking, if it was take your rooster to work day. Very good. Very good. Bill's here. Bill says, Drew. Thank you. Welcome, Bill. Keith's in the house. Keith says, I'm in central Minnesota. We are supposed to get 7 to 12 inches of snow tonight and tomorrow. Oh, goodness gracious. Well,
yeah.
Let's hope for the lower on that end, right? Let's hope for the lower. Sandra's here, says, yes, I haven't been here. Wait a second. Yeah, I haven't been here. Been having to pick up my son at this time. Okay, well, hey, everybody's got priorities. We don't mind. We understand that there's people out there who have lives and, do stuff on Saturday night.
Don't let your real life get in the way of your fun, though.
That's right. Hang out with your friends. When right out of high school, I got a job at a comic book store. And Avery and Todd and Romel and my buddies would all come to the store. We'd all hang out. And especially if the owner of the store wasn't there, it was just us. And had a great time just sitting around talking comics and having that's what this is. This is hanging out, talking stuff. The conversation can go from cows jumping over the moon to nuclear Armageddon to the Jamaican scammer that pissed you off earlier this week. We're all over the board.
Or I got the one trying to do the video chat with me from Chase Bank 64645 at iCloud.com. And he tried like 3 times yesterday.
Yeah.
And I did answer one of them with the camera covered.
Right.
Didn't say anything. So
I answered one of them one time, but I had to be at home because they call it all different times. I've been on the road and I'm not answering my phone for a video conference when I'm driving. It's just I'll answer it for a call, but not for driving.
Yeah, if I would do the video chat with these guys, especially if I was in the toilet, that would be perfect time for them.
The number of times I have answered the phone while I'm taking a pee. I've never made it into a video, but I've done it numerous times. So
what do they do when they hear the flush?
Well, I wanted to tell them, I say, I just made a picture of your mom. She's right down there. See? And show them what's in the toilet. Dumbass.
Okay. Darlene says, I send you a pic of the snow pile I took today. Oh, goodness. You can keep it. Bill says PCH has been getting hit tough by scam baiters. Well,
good.
That's what they get. Literally, I had one on the hook, and then I got 5 more. Like in a day's time. It's like they're sharing the same exact number around, Yep. And I don't know why they think that works,
Well, I'm on the phone.
Same village.
Yeah. They're next door neighbors in each hut there. I'm on the phone with a PCH scammer. And I look over, and what is she doing on her phone? Entering PCH contests.
Oh.
And guess what phone number they're calling? Her number.
Yeah, well.
So they're getting the information from the PCH somehow. and selling it to all these other bumbleclots over there.
Well, the ones that I've gotten recently actually got my number from Sean, one of my subscribers, followers. He got a call from him, and he doesn't record anything, so he says, "Here, call this person." And I've actually had a couple of calls from people like, "Hey, I'm calling about life insurance." I'm like, "Are you Roy?" And I'm like, I know where they get the number from. But that's okay. I can handle it. Gloria's in the house. Gloria sends a lot of smiley faces and hearts. Welcome, Gloria. The Lady P says hi to Olive. JJ's here and says, I had a scammer yesterday about open enrollment. They said, what's your age? I said, open enrollment is over. 2 times I said that. The last time I said, open enrollment is over, they said, I know. What's your age? The video that I put up today was me messing around with some final expense scammers. There was literally one where the automated thing says, what's your age? And I said 59. The guy comes on the line. He says, your age is 59. I said, yes. And then I started asking him questions, completely throwing him off his script. And he kept going back to, okay, what is your age? It's like, we already did it 4 times. And it's like, whew, they're not very bright. That's
it has not changed since the first time you asked me a minute ago.
That's right. That's right. Let's see who's here.
I'm getting them to ask me, what is your zip code? And it's 80010. And what is your age? 80010. What's your zip code? 79.
A Creation says, awesome sauce. You are live. Love your videos. Well, thank you very much. That's what I make them for. I make them for you guys. Christina says they don't know how to video call. Well, the one I did answer. I was just telling you guys, I did it while I was at home. I was sitting in front of my computer. I turned off the camera and I answered it. And I said, hello, who's this? And it was one of the Jamaicans. And he, I could hear in his voice, he panicked. I didn't think he expected me to hang up because I kept hanging up on him before. And he just hung up. It's like, I don't know. They're just trying to see if we answer the phone. Catherine says, hello, people. Welcome, Catherine.
You've got to see the collab with her and Larry the Mechanic from today.
Oh, yeah?
It was great. Right. They did a Q&A and they did calls. It's very, very funny.
Very good. Tim says, next Saturday night, I got an adult prom for a fundraiser in memory of my murdered granddaughter. Nursing scholarship fund in her memory. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Tim.
Yeah. Tim, is it still snowing up where you're at?
In Kentucky.
Yeah. Hopefully it's better. AB says, do you scammers, hold on a second. Do the scammers policies cover all of my annual autopsies? We need to ask. We need to find out. Ding Dong says, in the UK. That's kind of what we figured. If it's past midnight, yeah. So
well, they're only from us. They're 7 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
Because they haven't changed their time yet. I think it's next weekend.
Oh, okay.
They spring forward. Then they'll be back to 8 hours from us and 5 hours from you guys.
See, of course, once again, they don't have to do it like we do it, Sorry.
They do, but just a different day.
Yeah. Manuel's here. He says, hello, everyone. I'm sorry I'm late today. Live stream with my friend Drew and Glenn and SWS and Miss SWF. My great nephew played soccer.
Oh, that's right.
His game was this morning, and they lost 4-3. That team played good soccer. All right.
Tough loss. Wow.
I know my kids played soccer, but I don't remember if they ever won. It was probably one of those leagues where they didn't keep track. The parents, they keep track, but nobody else really does. So
Sarah's funny.
Sarah says, the wrench means I'm a mod. That's right. She is.
She's very mod, like the mod squad.
That's right. She's part of my squad. Let's see here. Lady P says, Keith, yikes. Oh, goodness. Manuel says, I'm to bring my sister to the clinic today because she didn't feel too good. Oh, that's not good. Hopefully she's going to be okay. Let's see who else is in the house. Jarn Zaxa says, hey, everyone. Well, welcome to the show.
Hello. Hey.
Let's see who else is here. Oh, My good friend Andy's here. Andy says, hey to everybody. Welcome, Andy.
Andy.
Welcome to the show. Let's see who else is here. Jarn Zaxa says, I had one Medicare telescammer tell me to shut up when I ask questions. Her connection to the government. Questioned her connection to the government.
Yes.
They don't like it when we ask questions. That's one of the reasons why I encourage everybody to do so. You know, the more, and even some of the more simplest. I had one, I think it was in the video I released today. I've gotten so many that have come together. I could not hear what the guy said his name was. And I asked him, what did you say your name was? And he says, I'm not going to answer that question. I'm like, okay, well then I'll just call you Dickhead then. And then he hung up. But
I had one call me from Senior Scare. And I just kind of went with it. When they transferred me to the live person, I was crying the whole time. You're trying to scare me? No. And I just went on and on and on. After about a minute and a half, he finally had enough and he hung up.
it's very sad.
One today, I asked, what's your name? Because I didn't hear it. I literally didn't hear what they said.
Right.
And he's like, and hung up. Simple question. What's your name?
That is the hallmark of a scam.
Yeah.
The one I had today actually told me his name.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yuck, Putz?
And that, no.
Oh.
And I called him that name all the way through the video.
Yeah, I have a tendency when they tell me their name, I use it every chance I get.
Yeah, I think Glenn, I think Glenn got the call from John Speaking. This is
really?
John Speaking.
This is John Speaking from blah, 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 blah. Oh, how you doing, John Speaking?
I did it. You made me laugh.
Fred, I'm from.
Well, I did that. I think it was yesterday. I said, oh, hi, John Speaking. He goes, what? I said, your name. You said your name was John Speaking. No, he got really angry and hung up the phone. Very good. It was final expense, so I didn't care.
It's weird how easy it is sometimes to throw them off and piss them off. You know, it's wonderful.
Well, I pushed my guy today, and he eventually told me that the company that pays him is Aflac.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had any of them claim Aflac.
Yeah,
Catherine
the
says,
one with the duck. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
So I quacked at him.
Catherine says, all my scam calls is on a landline. There is no such thing as a video call on a landline.
Yep.
That's kind of the way to do it, I guess.
Yeah, she tells them that she lives way out in the country and there's no cell phone service, so I have to have a landline.
All right, let's see who else is in
Oh,
here.
Larry says hi. Good.
Oh, Jonathan, you didn't have to. You sent me some more money for dog treats. I hate to say it, but I'm not going to give the dog treats. I'm going to buy comics.
What?
No, I'll take care of him.
Cover your ears. Cover your ears, Toffee. Don't let him say that. It's okay.
He will.
Jonathan, I use them to buy dog treats, so it's okay.
They all get very well taken care of. So don't you worry about it.
As long as Toffee covers other things.
Yeah. Gloria says, I made a Suno song. Listen, very catchy. I tagged you, Drew. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Glenn, I don't know if you know it or not, but there was a video with one of the PCH scammers where he said listen so many times I had to put a counter on the video.
I saw that.
It was it was just too much fun because they said it so many times. That is like their number one all-time favorite word, you know?
Listen.
Listen. Luann's in the house, says hello all. Welcome, Luann. Spencer's hanging with us, so jumping in here quickly to say hi to everyone. Well, thank you, Spencer.
Well, Spencer, thanks for sending us the email. We got it, and glad you're okay. You're not under the dirt.
Very good. Yes.
Some of my clips to cheer him up.
A Creation says, I love making strange names up like Tally Whacker and keep them on as long as I can on the phone. My rule is that they are talking to me, not grandma down the street. That is true. That is one of our goals.
Now, Ace, if you pop over one time to watch a couple of videos on Screwing with Scammers, I have all kinds of funny names that I use on them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
My new doctor.
Jarn's Axa. I'm going to screw that up every time. It says
Jarns
in the
Saxa.
past week, Jarns Saxa. In the past week, I've had scammers utter complete gibberish without realizing I picked up the phone. Happens all the time. Happens all the
Same
time.
here.
I had one. It went on for almost 3 minutes of me just sitting there listening to them chit chat in the background. You know.
When they start jammering to me in Hindi, I say, "Do you also speak English?"
Bill said Knuckles told PCH he'd give them $25K if he got his official documentation. The next day, PCH wanted the $25K but didn't bother to Google a PCH scam email and spend 2 minutes to edit it with the Knuckles. Knuckles' name, the PCH guy's name, and the winning amount. Lazy as F. That's right. Hold on a quick second.
It was coming.
It's called a cough button. Cough button. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, okay. I got it. Jarn Saxa says it's Jarn Sax. Or A. Jarn Sax A.
See?
Jarn Sax A. That works. I hate the fact. I'm not sure if it's YouTube or if it's StreamYards where they're not giving the names. They're giving you the @ name and not the person's names. It's very annoying. I mean, some of the names we recognize here, like Gloria's name, we recognize. And
we don't
Maria
see...
Paz, if she's here, we recognize.
Yeah,
that.
Nobody cares if you're first is Maria Paz.
Yep, exactly.
But I didn't see her.
Have you noticed that sometimes the YouTube shorts will be interrupted in the middle by commercials?
Well, that's because they're 3 minutes now. They let you have 3 minutes on them.
Yeah. I actually haven't come across one with a commercial, but I know commercials can get added. It's one of the reasons why I removed shorts from my channel, or I've been moving them to a whole new channel, is shorts gets views, but it doesn't really do anything revenue-wise. And I'll be honest, and it's part of the fact that people that watch shorts usually just watch shorts, and people that watch videos often just watch videos. It's almost two different groups of people watching YouTube. You know, like I go back and forth between both. But you know, it's a matter of.
And what's the name of your shorts channel, sir? What is the name of your shorts so we can find it?
MCS Clips.
Okay, sure, it isn't Fruit of the Loom.
No, it's not Fruit of the Loom.
You sound like that new AI.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I call her Ava.
Linda says the reason why they don't like your questions is because they don't have the answers. Well, no, that's because a lot of them only understand English to the point where they can read a script. That's it. You ask them a question and they panic because they don't know how to answer. You know, they probably don't even understand your question that you're asking them. They're listening for yes or no answers. They say, "What's your age?" They don't want you to go into a long soliloquy of what your age is. They want you to just say a number. You know?
And they don't know what to do. And they asked me, "Do you have Medicare Part A and B?" I said, "Okay."
Oates is here. Oates says, "Hello all." Well, welcome. It's a Costanza. Somebody ban that guy. It says checking in and not ban. He's tempting. He's tempting me right now to ban him. It's a Costanza is welcome here. None of my wrenches out there block him. He's fine. Unless he says something mean to Roger. Because Roger can't take it.
Yeah. They don't say anything bad about her. It's fine. They can say it all about me they want. They say it bad about her. They're getting banned.
Did I ever tell you the story that when it came to hanging out with the guys, Todd and Avery and Romel and all the guys, that I had a very simple rule. You can pick on me all you want, but don't you dare say anything bad about my wife or my kids, or especially my daughter. The son, he was fair game. But there was one day we were at our apartment. Me and the guys, we were in the kitchen drawing. We're all around the table drawing, and Todd made a joke, something about the wife sleeping in the baby crib or something. I don't know. It was something stupid, but it was insulting to my wife. And at the time, he was in college, and he had this puffy, curly hair that he was extremely vain about. And I grabbed a pair of scissors, walked up behind him and went snip to a chunk of his hair, and he freaked out. And I said, don't pick on the wife. You pick on me all you want, but don't pick on the wife. And what's funny is this is during the time when we had a video camera, so we were always recording our get-togethers. It's on VHS camera somewhere. It's on a videotape somewhere where he's there with his hair in his hand going, oh, look what Andrew did to me. And it's like,
You probably think
Nope.
this song is about you, don't you? You're so vain.
And now he's got white hair or gray hair, and oh well, poor guy.
Oh.
All right, I lost where I was. Let's jump
Maria
here.
Paz says hi.
Dan says, I was late because I had a long voice message. Laugh out loud.
The Vice message. The Vice message.
A Vice message. A long Vice message.
That's what my stupid Jamaican scammer. I left a Vice message for you. You did?
You
I
did?
had no Vice.
Hey, Magic's in the house. Magic says, hello, Drew, Mr. and Mrs. SWS, and Glenn and Avery, and including Thomas. He's got the invite. He can come in anytime he wants. Just in case they are both show up late, and include everyone else as well, too. Good evening to everyone here. Well, thank you, Magic. Glad to have you here.
Hello.
All right, so I want to tell you guys a cool story. Now, for those of you out there who are not familiar with the fact, I have a small comic book store here in town. And I'm always excited when somebody brings in comics to either trade or to sell. And I had a guy come in, and he's been in the store before. I remember his wife. I remember when she was pregnant, and I remember when she came back in and she had the baby. So I remember her more than I remember him, but I remember the couple. And he came in and said, hey, I got a couple of comics I want you to take a look at. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell them yet, but I wanted to get your opinion. And I pulled out of this little stack Uncanny Giant Size X-Men #1, Incredible Hulk #181, which is the first appearance of Wolverine, which everybody out there probably knows who Wolverine is. Just gorgeous books. Literally the books that I held in my hand were thousands and thousands of dollars worth of books.
Wow.
And I told him, I said, these are gorgeous. I'd love to make you an offer, but I don't have it. I honestly don't have it right now. And I said, if you're interested in selling him in the future, we'll talk. And his wife was like, he's kind of just showing them off to be bragging. And I said, well, yeah, worth it. But I had to I was going to say, let me take a picture of them and send them to Todd and Avery and say, hey, look what came into the store today. But I decided not to, because the very first thing they'd be saying is, oh, I want it, give it to me. And I'd have to tell them, no, they're not getting it. And they hate it when I do that to them.
Exactly.
It's sad. It's very, very sad. But one of the other sad things, and I know I'll get off the comic talk real quick, but I just got to say, so last night, Friday night, I do my Nerd Den on my comics channel where we just sit around and talk about comics and nerd out. Well, I had sent a shipment of books to be graded, which while I was in the middle of the live stream, I got the notification that they would be delivered today, which is the day after the live stream. So I've got a box of gorgeous graded comics I haven't opened up yet. And I told him, I said, you know what, maybe I'll open them on the Scam channel and do a preview on the Scam channel. But I realized nobody here cares about that, which is so sad. Because I'm all like, and they were like, well, just wait till next Friday. I said, I can't do that. I can't do that. That's insane. I can't do that. So maybe a little later if you guys want to take a look and see what I got in the box. What's in the box?
Magic says he's been looking for something.
Oh yeah. Let me see where that's at. Is that a new one? Because
That's at like 8:34.
8:34. Okay, let's see. 8:33.
Like right now.
Wait, who's this screwing with scammers leaving a message? Remember, never give out your personal information to anyone who cold calls you on the phone, as they are nothing but low-down scammers trying to get your personal information. So freaking true. And a lot of people don't realize that sometimes when scammers call you, they don't want your credit card number. They don't want your social security number. They don't want your bank account information. All they want is just little tidbits of personal information.
How old
Little
are you?
tidbits.
What's your age?
And sometimes very simple ones are, I'm calling from T-Mobile. I don't have T-Mobile. I have Verizon. Boom. They love that. They love that because next time they call you, hi, I'm calling you about your account. This is Verizon calling you. I don't know how many times you guys have done it, but you've given information to a scammer where you said something about your bank and you just make up a bank that you don't like. I always say Bank of America. I don't have a Bank of America account. I've never had a Bank of America account, but I'd swear on the number of times Bank of America calls me the very next day about my account is shocking, because that's what they're doing. They're gathering little bits of information, because the more legitimate they sound when they call you, the more you believe them. You know?
One of the credit card scammers, I'm sorry, not scammers, sorry, credit card spoofers, credit card generators that Glenn sent me. When you click on it, it gives you the credit card number, the expiration date, the CVV code, and it gives you the bank it's from. So the numbers are real. They'll just say, okay, it's a valid card, but when you go to use it, it doesn't work.
Right.
So those are cool to use. And I give out the real your routing number for the checking account. It doesn't matter, because you could go on any search engine and say, what's the routing number for this bank? And it gives it to you for what state. And that's public knowledge. So, and then you make up the phone and you make sure, just check it like I did. You vet it to make sure it's not a real account number. Just get the right amount of numbers and give it to them.
Well, you'll hear scammers call you from time to time, and they'll say something like, I'll give you the routing number, you just give me the bank account number. I'll give you the first 7 or 8 digits, you give me the other ones.
I just need your last 4 of your social. Okay, you read it off, say like my phony one, of course. And they go, oh, you know what? I need the other 5.
And just so everybody out there knows, all MasterCards start with a 5. All Visa cards start with a 4.
What?
All Discover cards start with a 6. So when they call you,
got a Visa card that begins with 4, and I told them all of them do.
All of them do, yeah. But they make it seem like they're in the know. They know what they're talking about. They know.
We have your card number here.
We have it.
It begins with a 4.
Best thing
it begins with an 8.
What's my name? What's my name? I ask that question I'll get a Medicare scammer that calls me, and I'll say, okay, just answer one question. What's my name? You're calling about my Medicare account. What's my name? You'd be surprised at how many times they have no clue.
They asked me,
I want to verify your Medicare number. Okay, read me what you got, and I'll verify it.
That's right. They don't ever do that.
List. He says, I wanted the number off the card that begins with a 4. I said, no. I start reading off the American Express number to him that I have.
American Express starts with what?
3.
3. That's what. Okay.
But that credit card generator is really good, Glenn.
Oh yeah.
So is the VIN number generator I have.
Well, the one call I got the other day where I wouldn't give him the Medicare number, and I said, "What is the number you have on file?" And he gave me this number, and I wrote it down. 2 days later, another scammer calls me. I pulled the same thing, and what's the Medicare number you have on file there? He gave me the exact same number that the previous guy gave me.
Yep.
We got to check it. Just vet it, see if it's not a real number from somebody else, and then use it.
Well, Magic said, I've been searching for that exact comic books. How much would you sell them for, Drew? Well, I didn't buy them. I didn't buy them. They were kind of like, here, let me show you what I got. So I don't have them.
Oh.
You know? They were a couple $1,000s worth of comics that were in my hand. And the funny thing is 2 of those comics that I mentioned, I've never seen in physical in front of me before. It was kind of cool to see them for the first time, but it was very, very cool. He says, I'm a huge X-Men fan. I honestly would definitely buy those comic books, Drew. Well, I can give you the guy's number and you can call him or reach out to him. I think he gave me his email address. I told him if there was somebody I knew that was interested that I would let him know, but I don't know how much he's selling them for, but I don't think it's going to be cheap. Let's put it that way.
You should have offered to bag and board them and just give them back to him. Say, when you want to bring them back in, they'll be all ready to go.
Well, they were already bagged and boarded, and he also had them in hard sleeve cases. Some of those, yeah. So he was, yeah. And one of my other regulars who was there, who was kind of looking over my shoulder, was like, the good thing about those comics? I said, what's that? He says, they're not slabbed, they're not graded, they're not sealed in plastic. I said, wait, whatever. Be quiet. That's how you know what they're really worth, But those are comics that even in low quality books are still worth money.
Oh yeah.
You know, I had a guy who had brought in a Giant Size X-Men #1 that was what we call coverless, where somebody had ripped the cover off. Still cost him $200 for even without the cover.
Wow.
It's that popular of a book that somebody'd be willing to pay for it even with the cover removed. So anyway, but yeah, had a great day at the store today. So it's so funny because the wife will usually ask me when I get home, how did you do today? How did it go? And when I got home, I told her I did not know. I couldn't tell her. And she says, why is that? And I said, because I have 2 separate spreadsheets, one for comics and one for everything else. And what I do is as I do sales, I combine them together into one spreadsheet. So I have an ongoing list of what I did that day. I was so busy, I never had time to put the two together. So I have no idea how I did today. I won't know till about another hour and a half from now when I finally finish getting everything caught up. And yeah, but I did have one $300 sale where the guy came in and was going to buy about $600 worth of books. And I told him, if you're going to buy more than 200, I'm going to cut the bill in half. And he was like, really? I said, yeah. He said, great. And he went back and bought more. So yeah, it was good. It was a good deal. God, I love selling comics. I have so much fun with it. That is my. Did I tell you guys about the collection I bought?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you did last night.
I may have mentioned it, but I
Misfit Corner Comics. That was a good show last night. So you mentioned it there.
I bought 70 boxes of comics.
Whoa.
And I'm slowly going through them. And they were from a guy I knew, from a collector. So everything was already bagged and boarded. Everything's in order. It's just a matter of inventorying them all and adding them prices and all that. And I told my wife, one of my favorite parts of doing this job is sitting here going through comics, reading comics, and organizing and categorizing and all that good stuff. And this is the first time in a very long time that I've actually been overwhelmed with comics. It feels so good. All right, let me catch up on the chat, see what else is going on here.
You're doing the right thing. If what you do makes you happy,
it makes me happy.
You are doing the right thing. That's what I
Until
told
you
my
get
kids.
caught.
I told my kids.
I was doing the thing that made me happy, and then one day, that was it. My mom said, "What? You're going to go blind?"
I asked my wife. We were watching some show where the wife of the serial killer was standing behind him in court while he was on trial for his life. And I turned to my wife and I said, honey, if I turned into a serial killer, would you stand behind me at my court when I went to jail and I went to court to be, and she said, absolutely not. And I said, well, hell, there goes that job opportunity. I mean, if you're not going to stand behind me, I'm just not going to do it then, well, let's see what else is going on here. I'm going to skip around a little bit, see if I missed anybody.
Sarah said something.
Maria Perez says, please continue with your great work. You are awesome. I did not read that ahead of time. I just randomly picked that one, but thank you, Maria.
Yeah,
Let's see. Ask their bowling average for a start, says Bill. What does that mean? Ask them their bowling average.
When the scammer calls you, hey, by the way, what's your bowling average? Bill? Check my videos. I'll be using that for sure.
Absolutely. Linda says, I've never...
Go ahead. I asked my scammer where he was, and he told me he was in Georgia, but he asked, but then we talked about what states he liked, and he liked Florida.
That's the rapper, isn't it?
Florida is what he told me.
It's Florida.
Well, I had one of my PCH scammers, when I asked him where he was, he told me he was in California, but that he had a private jet and he could fly out to my address at any time. So, okay, cool.
When they ask me where my doctor is located, I tell them he's in Denver.
Denver.
Well,
we got Jacksonville right across the street.
Oh, yeah.
That's not a good part of town to live in, Jacksonville. Yeah.
My doctor's in Reno. Reno.
Reno. Okay.
Reno, Nevada.
Very good. Linda says, I've never had a credit card and I don't ever intend to have a credit card. If I can afford it, I don't buy it, period. That's a very good way to live. It's a very good way to live. Bill says, the Lady P, I'm always looking for things to bring up with the scammers that they don't want to talk about. Asking about the rooster, that's pretty funny, you know?
I like that.
The Lady P says to Bill, laugh out loud, ask their handicaps.
That's it.
Magic says, I honestly wish that I was able to travel because I definitely would have loved checking out your comic book store, Drew. Well, I take all comers, so I love it when people come and visit. And I do have a couple of customers, at least 3 or 4, that know me because of this channel that have come to my store.
Good.
You know, Tim's one of them. Tim visited Florida. I missed him this year, but he was here last year when he was visiting Florida, stopped by and said hi. Tara's another one, and I love it when they come by. So it's great. Hold on a second again.
Achoo!
God bless you.
Too much talking. That's what happens. The Lady P asked Bill if he's a bowler. Bill says to the Lady P, years ago when we had a place right down the street, but not for years. You know, my mother and father, was one of the things they loved to do is when they were younger and first married, or before they got married, bowling and roller skating. Now I know roller skating is not a thing that people do anymore, but bowling, I'm pretty sure people still bowl, but those were their sport hobbies, was bowling and roller skating.
Also.
Yeah.
My parents did bowling.
My ex and I used to go to the roller rink when we were teenagers. We'd go almost every Friday night.
Yeah.
And
I remember having fun at the roller rink. Wasn't it any good at roller? I like the video games, of course. We played the video games.
Now that both of us, our shoulders are injured, we don't go, but we have the whole setup to go bowling. We've got great bowling alleys here too.
Yeah.
We just, at this point, neither of us can fling the ball down the alley anymore.
Well, you can get those bumper things and just like
I just can't pick up the ball is the problem. Yeah.
Kick it.
Well,
kick it.
She does like my balls, so we take him everywhere.
You can't take him out in public, can you? You cannot take him out in public.
I have to be very careful.
So proud of you, young man. So proud of you.
I even have my own shoes. I don't have to use the rent-a-foot shoes there.
Oh, nice. What makes the shoes special, by the way?
Are they healthy shoes?
He talks to people in the market. He talks to people in the gas station. He talks to people any place he gets.
I also have
the car.
Stickers with me to hand out to people.
There you go. There you go.
Well, they usually ask about my hat.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, just a minute.
Did I ever tell you about the lady that stopped me in Walmart? I had the Misfit Corner Comics cap on, and she said, "Do you work at a comedy club?" And I went, "What?" She said, "Misfit Corner Comics." I said, "No, ma'am, it's comic books." And she goes, "Ah, okay." Told you guys, I was going to start a open mic night at the store, comedy club.
There you go.
Yeah. Roger, you'd have to come down and perform. You work for Peanuts.
Sure.
You work for Peanuts, right?
The only thing, if you don't mind me just blurting out crap that you're like, what? He just said that?
Does Charles?
I did. I did. There's a place here called Tommy Rockers. There's a bar,
right?
And I had this whole setup the premise was, this guy going to come up and talk to you, say jokes, whatever. It was open mic.
Sure.
I had a whole tray full of shot glasses that looked like they were filled with alcohol.
I've seen this video.
Oh, you did?
Yes, you shared it with us.
Oh, I did. That's right.
Yeah.
I forgot. That was so old. I forgot it was there. Well, I'd take a shot, and guess what? My characters would come to life.
That's right.
Oh, what is this? Oh, this is vodka. Very good. I love the vodka. And I got I know that, lad. It's Scotch whiskey here. It's very good, And I do that for the whole thing. And I had 1 or 2 real shots.
Right.
One of the shows, one of my friends,
of quote unquote.
I had only like one shot. Well, he mixed them all up. So I didn't know it until I went to, and well, let me take this one. I go, that was the Bombay gin right there. I don't know what happened, but now we have to talk like this for a while.
So sad.
We had fun with it.
So sad. Very good. Have you done it? Have you done that in a while or no?
No. That was, in fact, that video I sent you was from 2014.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, It's been a while. I have more fun doing this.
Oh, there
Live
you
streams
go.
and messing with these scammers. I mean, it just, and found the audience.
He's still doing comedy and characters.
Yeah.
You're just now making actual money off it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, there's a difference between doing stand-up and doing YouTube, you know? Ah, well. Okay, let me keep going.
You don't have the hecklers.
No, I do, but they get banned from the channel if they
That's
heckle
right.
her.
That's right. James is here. James says, hello, everyone. It's me, Jamie. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome. Maria Paz did check in. Said, I was just thinking about the Jackson Billy laugh out loud. Jackson Billy. Let's see. Jamie. Oh, thank you, Jamie. It's me, Jamie. You know me. I do what you do. Well, fantastic. We appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Let's see who else is here. Make sure I didn't skip anybody. No Amon Roof says, anyone need an ACA enrollment? Not really. They call all the time. I can't believe they're still calling and saying that they're calling about open enrollment. You do realize it's the middle of March, right?
I've been getting them too.
Yeah. Do you have insurance from the marketplace? I said, no, the market doesn't sell insurance. I buy my milk there.
When the marketplace calls, I say, oh, great. Are you going to deliver my groceries?
Yeah. I did that once. They didn't like that.
They got mad when I said, where's my milk? I ordered it last week. You never showed up with it. And the bacon.
Maria Paz says, God bless you, Drew. Well, thank you.
Scammers always tell us that too.
Yes, God bless you. Yeah, that's usually when they do that, I'm like, oh, you ruined it. You absolutely ruined it. Nobody in the U.S. says that to anybody on the phone, ever.
No person that if they're his new pastor or priest.
Pastor from my church.
Very good. Very good. Let's see who else is here. Just skipping through. Gloria says she has a grandma's bowling ball. Is that one of those clear ones that has like a skull in the middle of it?
No, she has her grandma's bowling ball.
I have my grandma's bowling ball. Oh, okay. So she doesn't have a grandma's bowling ball. She has her grandmother's bowling ball. I now understand it. There is a word in there I missed the first time. Thank you, Gloria. Actually, I think I found in our storage unit one of my parents' old roller skates. I think I gave it to my daughter. I think she had them at one point. She doesn't use them because she has the big dog. She's not going to go roller skating with him. He will drag her to no end. So,
wow.
Let's see what else we got going on here.
Really?
Darlene says roller skating is an indoor rink. Is in an indoor rink.
Yes.
That is true. Actually, you know, it's so funny. My parents, their 50th anniversary wasn't last year, but the year before. And I was going to do a speech. And I sat down with my dad and I asked him about, you know, when was the first time you met Mom? And he was telling me, he says he doesn't remember when it was, the day it was, any of that stuff, but he remembers the short skirt she was wearing. So I put that in the speech. And my mother was like, you said what? Hey,
that's funny.
It had a lasting effect on him. He remembered after over 50 years, he still can imagine in that shirt skirt that she was wearing.
Yeah, that's when my son got a green stick, a spiral fracture of his fibula, not the tib. Only one of the bones broke at the roller skating rink. I said, get up, come on, walk it off.
Rub some dirt on it. Rub some dirt on it. Slap some duct tape on there. You'll be fine. Goodness gracious. Actually, I was. Go ahead.
SWS remembers the first time we met in the hospital before we even knew each other, because I was doing an extra job doing TB tests.
Okay.
And I stuck him in the arm with a needle. And he can tell you exactly what uniform I was wearing that day.
Purple overalls with her white shirt underneath, a nursing shirt underneath.
Yeah.
That's
purple, huh?
Yeah.
So sticking you in the arm with a needle was memorable to you.
Well, back in those days, you had to do it under the skin. They test for TB that way. They still do it, but now they have a new blood test that's way more accurate. But yeah, it's okay. Come back in 2 days. We'll check it to see if you're infected with tuberculosis. So let me walk around if I already have it. That's a good idea.
My first interaction with my future wife, we were both in an art class together, 7th period, the end of the day, and she was sitting by herself working on whatever it is she was working on. And I walked up to her and I sat next to her and I looked her in the eyes and I said, "Thank you." And I got up and I walked away.
Wow. Weirdest
interaction she'd probably tell you I ever had. Well, at the time, I was working on a series of drawings in which it was so mind-blowingly awesome. It was literally self-portraits in which I would use a different medium for inside the glasses. So like it'd be a black and white charcoal drawing of me, but the glasses would be pastel colors and something. I just do stupid stuff. And I was just looking in people's eyes and like, and the thing that got me is the next day her eye color was different. Turns out she wore color contacts, and that's where our conversation starts. Like, wait a minute, didn't you have blue eyes yesterday? And that's my first interaction, was sticking my head in front of her face, looking at her and going, "Thank you," and walking off. And she married that idiot. Not only did she marry that idiot, she had children with him.
She's a brave girl.
No, I think she's insane. She's nuts. But after 32 years, we're still together. I still like looking into her eyes.
That's 2 years more than we've been together.
That's wonderful, Drew. Congratulations.
What's that, Glenn? Oh, thank you.
Congratulations to her.
We're putting up with you.
What color are they now?
Yeah.
I honestly don't remember. I got to go look at them. I'm pretty sure I know for sure, but I would not. You can't quote me on it.
If she ever watches any of these live streams, your eyes are going to be black and blue is what she's going to do to you.
Yeah, well, she knows I love her, so that's all that matters. Well, our daughter
he never says anything negative about her. Maybe her mother, but not her.
Not on a live stream. My mother-in-law asks me all the time. She'll do or say something. She says, "No, you're not going to talk about this on your live stream, are you?" And I tell her, and I lie to her and say, "Absolutely not. Absolutely not."
Of course.
And then I tell you guys all about it. Hey, look, there's my picture.
That was funny, Glenn.
I said, "Who dis?"
That is one of 2 Facebook pages that are out there for me. I had one that was my public Facebook. And then I had one that was just for friends and family. I believe that's the friends and family one. I don't remember. I haven't been to it in years. So you want to go search that guy out, go for it. You're not going to get a response from him. So I only know a couple of people that use Facebook all the time nowadays, and most of them are like my grandmother, my mother-in-law, and my mother. That's about it.
Got a really strange voicemail yesterday.
Yeah.
Very, very odd. You got to hear this.
Hey, Yuri, this is Dixon Mayaz. Just wanted to call and say I'm okay. I'll be there tomorrow. Okay? See you later.
I don't know who that was, but very strange.
Did Dixon Mayaz get a new accent?
Yes.
He's got a new.
That's
okay.
I didn't recognize him.
Wasn't he more like a hillbilly guy for a while? And
yeah.
yeah. All right. Maybe he's learning a new language. That could be it.
That's it.
I've been pretty much answering the phone with my real voice. Hello, who is it? What do you want? Speak up. It's your turn. You can talk now. And then the AI will pick up after that.
Yes, yes. So silly. Well, anyway, guys, it's now dinner time for some of us. Am I right or am I right?
No, it's still cooking.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, needless to say, we're going to go ahead and wrap up. Thank you guys so much for coming and visiting. We always have a ball talking to you guys and chit-chatting with you. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody stays safe. I hope everybody joins us again Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific for the Screwing with Scammers live stream show. If you guys haven't checked it out, this is where Roger's in control and can say whatever he wants. That's right. That's right. That's right. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fantastic week and look forward to whatever comes next. And I hope you all stay safe. Be good. What's coming? There's a holiday coming up, right?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Is that Tuesday
Easter.
or Wednesday?
And my birthday.
It's the 17th.
Oh, no. That's a big day.
3 days. It's the live stream night.
Really, it is?
It's your birthday.
Oh, excellent.
So we're not gonna be here. We're not gonna do a live stream. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna have birthday cake and everything to share with everybody.
I hope so. I hope so. Yeah. We should all go out and get a cupcake, and we'll all celebrate at the same time.
We'll all share.
There you go.
right.
No, but today, don't forget, today's Pi Day.
Yes, it is. 3/14 Pi Day.
3.14. That's right, guys.
3.141592654.
Somebody was telling me somebody is giving away something free today, or was giving away something free today for Pi Day. I don't remember what it was, but
maybe it was Marie Callender's.
I think it was Cream who was giving away a free donut or something.
Something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, with how much it costs to buy a donut at Krispy Kreme, a free donut, damn, you jump right on that, you know? Anyway, hope you all have a great one. Remember, if you get calls like the ones we get, either hang up on them or screw with them like we do. And if you do screw with them, try to record it. That way you can share with everybody. Live by the golden rule that we all live by. Screw and share. That's right. Take it easy, everybody. Be good, and we'll see you all next time.